Good morning. It's Thursday, May 28th. Holy cow, it's May 28th. So welcome to today. I am so excited. If you're joining me today, we have some cool things to do today. So I talked to you guys about getting a tile. I have one that's not all messed up, but I talked about getting a white tile. Okay, so those are from like Rona, Home Hardware, possibly even the dollar store, although I don't know about that, Dollar Tree or something, but definitely hardware stores will have tiles that are white that have the gloss on them. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to make something that looks like, let me show you. Oh my goodness, there's so much open. Sharing your screen. Awesome. So we're doing something like this today. Okay, so we're going with Sharpie, and then we're going with the rubbing alcohol to make them look all kind of blurry. Okay, so let's stop sharing. Come back here. You need the towel, and I told you guys yesterday that they told me on the when I was looking at stuff, they said because I already had 70%, and they said you need at least 91%, and I found 99% at London Drugs. It's the only place I could find it. If you can find it somewhere else, let me know. But I could only find this one, and there's a few left at London Drugs. Let me show you why they tell you that. So if I flip this down, okay, moving this over, I'm just showing you an experiment of why 70% won't work. So this one I had, and it was a spray, which is cool. But I'm not going to spray it. I'm just going to use the same thing as I'm going to do with this 99%. So I'm just going to open the top, and I'm going to take a straw, and I'm going to suck up. Well, whoa. Let me not say that. I'm just going to put my finger over the top, and I'm going to drop a few drops so you can see what it does. Okay, so I'm going to drop a couple drops. Drop. Come on, one more. There we go. And do you notice anything happening to it? It's like a little bit, but it's not much. I'm going to bring the camera down even closer so you can see. Pop this off. Hopefully, don't get too seasick. Whoa. Okay, so it doesn't do much, right? But watch what happens when I put on 99%. Oh, come on, stay. The 99%. So take this alcohol. I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to put my straw in with this end. I'm going to put my finger at the end so I can catch a little bit of that alcohol. Now watch what it does with the 99%. Oh, come on, a little bit out. I was thinking you could use eyedroppers, but not everybody has eyedroppers. But you probably have a straw. Ooh, something you could use. Okay, now watch. Look what's happening. Let me show you the video. Let's get this. Whoa. Look at that. That's what you want. You want that where it smears the colors. Okay. Now you could leave it like that. Absolutely. Sorry, I'm making you nauseous. Or you could even take. Sorry. My sticky tack is not sticky. Or you can take a cotton swab or a paintbrush and run it through there. I'm just going to grab. I should have had the cotton swab. You know what? I'm just going to grab a Kleenex. So I'm just going to take a Kleenex, and I'm just going to like swirl it. Right? Move stuff around if I want. You don't even have to do that because it's going to do its own thing. And I would suggest adding more alcohol. Sorry, my camera's not really working. But then you would let that dry. Okay, so this side, I don't know if you can see, this is where I did the 70% yesterday, and this is where I did the 90%, and this looks way better, but it's dry now, right? Like I can, it's good. So this was my test. So I'm going to move the test out of the way. I'm going to finish doing this one with you. So I just took a towel, and I just randomly started coloring colors. I'm just going to finish coloring. I have some pink to go. And all I'm doing is I'm going kind of like, I want to be kind of close, but not too neat. It's okay if you have some white showing because it'll blend anyways. And I wasn't too sure about the colors, about what colors would look good. So I kind of have a whole bunch of colors going. But you could, I've seen where you go like the cool colors, like I'd go purple, green, blue, right? Those three colors. And I would maybe put those together, or maybe red, yellow, and orange together, right? The warm colors. Or you could just do the primary colors, right? The red, yellow, blue. So it's kind of up to you how you want to do it. But let's see what happens when I do this. I'm going to put some alcohol on this. I'm just going to drop it all over. And it's going to kind of look whoop! But it comes out really fast to the straw sometimes. And you don't want to put too much alcohol in it, because too much will like really dilute it too much, like make it too thin. You won't be able to see much, but you do want to have it everywhere. Now the cool thing is, I'm going to show you something. I'm just going to let this kind of mix everywhere. Woo! That came out really fast. Eyedropper would work ideal, but of course, if you don't have an eyedropper, I would say use a straw. You could even like maybe pour it on. Maybe if you had a little spritzer, you could spritz it on, right? Oh yeah, this is looking cool. Now, I'm going to let that sit for a minute. But let me show you. Let me move this out of the way. There we go. Oops. See, like if you put too much, it starts to go over the edge too. Which is not really what we want. So I probably should have like a paper towel or something underneath. This is the one I did today. This is the one I did yesterday. Now see, I don't really like that, right? I don't like how it kind of blended those colors. So all I can do is I can take the rubbing alcohol, I can put it on a Kleenex. I could wipe it off on that part. It's almost like nail polish remover, right? And I'm like, oh, I don't like it there. So I'm going to put just this color. Right? So you can fix mistakes. That's the cool thing. Or you can start right over again if you really want to. You don't have to be like, oh, that's lovely, Mrs. White. That looks really nice. And it's like not. So you can do pretty much. You can fix your mistakes with this 99%. Like I say, I got this at London Drugs. So then I can go in and I can add my alcohol. Now, whoop. Wah. Oh yeah, that's lots. That's lots. That's lots. That's lots. Stop. Put the lid on the alcohol before you spill that over. You know me. But yeah, so let's take a look. That one over a little bit, right? I'm just going to leave it. I'm not going to push around, but you can like push around with a paintbrush. You could swirl it. You could, yeah, but I'm going to leave it because I kind of like how it's looking. And I'm going to leave that to dry for at least 30 minutes. Okay. Now let's go back to sharing the screen. Present. Okay. So going back to, there we go. So those tiles, like I say, they just add the alcohol and just leave them dry. Now you can seal those. Like maybe you want, like mine's, oh, that's what I was showing you about a mistake. Like they didn't like something, because sometimes I'm pointing to the screen. I know you can't see it. But if you can see underneath that orange Sharpie, it looks like it was cracking when it dried. So they didn't like that. So they're going with orange over top again. They didn't even wipe it off with the alcohol. Like they're just going with orange, and then they're going to put the alcohol on again. So now, if you leave it like this, hold on, let me stop sharing. Pull this up. Where are you? Whoa. Sorry, I'm making you guys really sick today. Yikes. Okay, stick, little camera dude thing. There we go. It's falling. My sticky tack isn't staying. You might want to make it like a coaster or something, like to keep it like so that it doesn't run off, right? Like maybe you want to put it like a little coaster. So what I would suggest is, they said Krylon. Like I have Varathane. I don't think this will work, but it's called Krylon, and it's like a sealer. So you would, once it's dry, you would spray that on. Or I also found this. Sorry, Jesus, like not going back and forth so much, but that's okay. Where did I find it? Right here. I read this whole thing, blah, 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 about different temperatures, different, how long to leave it in. So what they found is that if you're doing it on a mug, which is kind of the same as a towel, and you could do a mug as well, they baked it in oven for 250 degrees for 2 hours. Now, what they did is they put it in cold, turned the oven to 250, left it for 2 hours, turned it off, left it cool, right? So that way it doesn't chip, the colors stay the best. That's according to these people, but maybe do some research, okay? While I got you here, I found some other really cool things. Look at this. Here's the email. Let me find the email. Oh, no, that's not it. Well, that's kind of part of it, but this. Okay, make it bigger. Make it bigger. Here we go. So usually we go to the short film festival in Grand Prairie. At least like the grade 1, 2, 3s usually go. I take my 7, 8 sometimes in art, but I found this. So there's a free stop motion animation software that you can download for free until June 30th. And then you can start making your own little stop motion movies. So let me show you. It's so cool. There's a little movie that goes with it. I'm going to make this bigger. And I'm going to put this down so it's floor. Let's watch this. It's only a minute. Isn't that cool? So you're gonna have to get, you're gonna have to read on it or get your parents to read up on it because it does talk about. So, I'll show you that after. Blah 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 blah. You're gonna need iOS, Android, Windows, start a project on one device, finish it on another. It's also on Chromebooks, so if you guys have your Chromebooks at home, you can try it on there, I believe. But there's something that you have to pay for. But the one that they have is for free. So I will send this link, all this stuff. I will send this link. It'll be in the front of my video. Okay, so I think that's pretty cool. Also, I don't know if you're interested, but there is, like, if you look Real Shorts Film Festival, there is trailers, or not trailers, but movies you can watch for $9.99, which means your parents would have to help you. But there's some different movies that you can look at. I don't know if you guys are interested or not, but I'm going to check those out because 2 are gone after today. So, what's the conclusion? Let's stop sharing. Back to me. Not back to me. That sounds bad. But let's. Oh, I have the mic way down there. So yeah, we worked on our. Oh my gosh! Look how fast. Ooh. Okay. Look how fast it's already. Like, look at that. I love it already. Right? It's still a little bit bloopy, as you can see, but it's mostly dry. So I will show you what that looks like on Monday. And I also want to show you, this is my can. So I know it's really hard to see. Now I'm wishing I would have painted it. And I still think I might. I still think I could take spray paint and I could spray the outside black. That's what I would do. Although it doesn't really matter because you'd have it at night. And as dark as I can get, I'll show you. But there's 2 options. You could use like those little tea lights, those little battery tea lights. Just turn on. Maybe. There you go. Those little battery. I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, those little battery tea lights. Or an actual tea light. Okay, so if I put the battery one in, you really can't. You can sort of see it. It'd be different if it was totally dark. And the same thing, I tried lighting the actual one and doing it here, but with my light in here, it's too light, and so you can't see it. So I would love to see any pictures if you guys do that, or stop motion films, or these tile things, right? It's close, it's close, it's close. Right? I love them. So you could seal them, right? I think you could maybe make it into like a trivet, like, oh, if you're using it on If you're using it as a coaster, I would suggest putting felt in behind, like either little felt pads or a whole piece of felt on the back. I would hot glue that on, just so it's not scratching any surfaces, any tables, because these woo, that's drippy. That's rough. Okay, I'm dripping. Okay, I better go. Miss you guys. I was really excited about this one today, so hopefully you guys got something out of this one today, and I'll see you guys on Monday. So, big stretch. Oh, yeah. Oh. If you feel like it, wrap your arms around yourself. Deep breath in. Let it go. Let those shoulders drop. Yeah, that's what I needed. Slow down for a second. So thank you. I get so excited when I find things that I really like to enjoy and really like to share with you guys. So hopefully you like this one. Oh, if you need towels, email me. If you need to borrow some Sharpies, email me. SheilaBear@pwpsd.ca. Okay, I will share stuff with you. I miss you guys so much. I will see you on Monday. I am like kind of liking this. I'm gonna try maybe do something with this one now and fix it up. So I might just totally wipe it clean and then do something with it. Okay. I will see you guys on Monday. Have a good weekend. Miss you. Bye.